Hello everyone, Radlad here, and welcome back to yet another episode of Distance. And today we're going to be doing, probably the best track, the best custom track the game has to offer. And this, now I think I think it was last episode I mentioned about the canceled episode 9 of the major videos. This episode 9 was entirely on this track we're about to play, because this track is absolutely insane. And this video, despite being on one track, is probably going to end up being longer than any of our other videos, since we're actually going to play through it 3 separate times. You see, oh, that was not a good way to start. I did not mean to go in the first person, but you see, this track is basically a recreation of Acceleracers, and it remakes pretty much all the Acceleracers realm. And if you don't know what Acceleracers is, go watch episode 7, episode 8 of the major videos. And yeah, Roblox Acceleracers. And this is basically just Distance version of it. Originally, episode 9 was going to be this, but again, lack of motivation happened, and then, yeah, so we never did it. But, here, I'm ready to right that wrong, because we're going to be playing it on the channel finally. Maybe not major video. I mean, I might go more in depth with a major video later on, but for now, it's all good. So yes, this is basically us going through 12 different tracks all in a row. And yeah, it is just as insane as it sounds. But the first area we were just in was the Accelodrome, and that's just kind of the beginning to everything. Like, that's not even really a track. But this is the first actual area, being the Storm Realm. And yeah, as you can tell, you know, it seems simple, but these electrical rods are kind of the main obstacle here. So you gotta basically react very quickly to them, since they kind of just appear out of nowhere. So it's pretty challenging. And you do not want to die, because trust me, you lose so much progress if you die. It is quite rough, I will admit. Okay, we almost got hit by some of those though. Because I'm obviously going to be constantly boosting, since there is infinite boost on this course, which is kind of nice. But it does mean, you know, since I'm infinitely boosting, it means I have way less time to react to these electrical rods here, making my life a little bit harder. Alright, I don't remember if there's one in the middle. There is not. Cool. Alright, so at this junction, never take the left. The left, for some reason, has way harder rod placements, and I don't fully understand why it does. It just kind of does. So always take the right path. The right path is, well, right, I guess. Classic saying of right is right. Anyway, I'm going to slow down a bit here, because, you know, I don't want to take too many risks here. Because, you know, slowing down is better than dying and having to reset, is all I'm saying, so sometimes you got to think of which is better. Alright, I think there's only one more left. We're nearing the end of the lightning, because this is the very end of the Storm Realm. The Storm Realm is quite a long one. Ooh, okay. I'm pretty sure it's the last lightning rod. And there we go, we have reached the end of this Storm Realm. Pretty good time, too. So yeah, I used to speedrun this level, but as you'll see, this first run, we're going to play it, like, without any skips. Because with skips, this run is completely different. Because, yeah, I sped run this, and I actually held, like, the world record, which I'll explain later, at one point, but, yeah. So this is the Swamp Realm. Swamp Realm is honestly a hell of a lot easier than Storm, and it's also much shorter. That jump we just cleared was probably the hardest part of the entire track. I'll be perfectly honest. Because all you really have to do after that is make some sharp turns, and then, yeah, just kind of avoid these vines, and that's about it. In fact, we're actually almost done with the realm already. Just goes to show how easy this game is. See, this realm is quite easy. The realm I'm actually scared of is Metro. Metro is a fucking exercise in torture, so, yeah, I'm not excited for Metro Realm. The Cave Realm also sucks, so this one's also annoying, because, as you're about to see, we have these falling rocks to deal with, and yes, they are hard to dodge, as you can see. These rocks actually fall in random places, so it's all RNG. And I happen to get the worst RNG, apparently, because I happen to fall right in the corner, which is a very hard place to avoid. Look at these rock placements, what the hell? They're all in the middle, that's so dumb. Alright, hopefully get better. There's 3 sets of them, so we have died. I think that was our first death, actually, not counting the one at the beginning, so, you know, we could be doing a hell of a lot better, that's for sure. But you know what, I mean, as far as things are going now, this isn't going to be like a world record type run. I'm not going for that. That's not important. Who cares? Oh my god, dude. Ugh. so tough. Okay, there we go. Got through that. Here we go. Woo. Alright, this part's pretty easy. You just gotta kind of thread the needle a little bit. And the big drop. Sure, holding your grip boosters, or else you'll completely go flying off and die. A horrible, miserable death. Alright, and there's a jump in the middle of loop-de-loop. It's not really that difficult. You just kind of keep boosting. And then we're about to enter the last section, which is also the most fucking annoying section that I really don't like at all. So not only do you gotta deal with more rocks, which, yay, I guess, you also have to oh my fucking... What? Really? Yeah, so I hate this realm so much, because the stupid RNG. It's literally just... Oh, we actually went through the middle. That's surprising. Yeah, you can drive through the middle, but doing so is incredibly fucking hard. And 90% of the time, it's lodged in the wall anyway, so... Yeah. Okay, Lava Realm is another freebie like Swamp. There's like quite literally nothing interesting here. It's just don't fuck up. That's about it. Just don't play the game poorly, then you'll be fine. Alright. It's just a nice relaxing thing, because Cave Realm is quite annoying. With the stupid boulders that can spawn right in front of where you respawn, so it just wastes more time. It just sucks. That realm, I will admit, is not very good. Also here, do not take the other path. The other path is actually a dead end, which is kind of stupid, but you know what? This realm is so ambitious that I can't really complain about. This is like the most insane distance custom track that's ever been made, so yeah. I think my fastest time doing it without skips is like 25 minutes, so we're going to be here a while. Like, we're only about a third of the way through, so. And some of the other realms are a little bit more challenging and longer, so we have to get through it pretty quickly. But Water Realm is not too bad. Honestly, the most annoying part of Water Realm is the stupid saw at the beginning. What the fuck? Okay. You'd think in my well over... Honestly... close to 200 attempts of playing this level, you'd think I'd run into that before, but that is the first time I have ever gotten stuck on the ground like that. So I just happened to get incredibly unlucky. That other weird collision thing is still... That's normal. That happens all the time. So yeah, there are a few issues with the track that, you know... As you'll see with the skips especially, the skips kind of breaks the track wide open, but there are a few issues to just the normal track itself, but, you know, even though it has its issues, I still respect this track as something really cool. You know, not everything has to be perfect, after all. I mean, it's still fun regardless, so you know what? It's A-okay. Alright, I don't remember if the right or left is quicker. I think I took the slower path, actually. That's fine, it's the more interesting path. You gotta make some jumps. Again, it's not world record pace, just kind of to showcase the track. As you can see, there's a portal over there. Alright, we gotta do some weird... this is definitely the slower track. Whee! Gotta go on the loop-loop. But there's the finish. The portal! See, our time is definitely not good. In fact, we'd already be, like, nearing the end of the track if this was a one with skips. Okay, now we're in Metro. This is my least favorite realm. I hate every second of it. It sucks. And you're about to see why. You gotta dodge these cars. And, yeah, that happens. So if you're too close to the edge of the track, you'll die. So you have to, like, quickly go back. You have to merge back into the traffic. Though, honestly... I'm surprised we got through that first try. That's the best I've ever gone through it. I did technically perform a skip, and I knew I said I was going to do skipless here. But that was less of a skip and more just me saving myself. So I'm not even going to count it. Alright. Alright. Shit. Okay, so now this is the next part that also sucks. It's the train section. I don't remember exactly what the pattern was. Alright. Now I'm pretty sure it's middle. Okay, no, it just decided to break the pattern. Oh my god, I forget the pattern completely. I think it's like right, middle, left or something. Okay, right. Middle. Left. Right. It is a pattern, so if like you don't know the pattern, it is... The problem is the pattern doesn't make any fucking sense, because I'm pretty sure middle is not consistent whatsoever. Alright, so we're just gonna stay on the left, because middle is not... Middle is honestly more to the left, the right, as you can tell. So yeah, just stay... So for the middle, don't listen to it. The middle is a lie. Alright, and now we go left. Stay left. Minus, you don't really... Shouldn't, like, go the other side anyway. Okay, there we go. Metro's a little rough, but honestly, it's one of the fastest times I've ever gotten through it without skips. So you know what? It's fine. Okay, Cliffside takes forever. Cliffside's probably the funniest one because it takes 2 seconds with doing skips, but doing it normally is a lot more of a hassle. And as you've probably noticed for this entire track, unlike the F-Zero ones we played last time, you have infinite boost. There's no need to recharge it. These checkpoints are exclusively just to respawn you when you die. Okay, so Cliffside's really easy. All you really have to do is just go full speed and hold your grip boosters down. And try not to, like, hit the turns at too much of a 90-degree angle. Try to, like, aim yourself into the wall or else you'll die. So it's not too difficult. I don't think I've ever actually died in Cliffside doing it the normal way, so... Should be a-okay here. We just gotta not be too reckless. This track's a nice little breather from the annoyance that is Metro. And it also serves as a nice way to reduce any anger before we head into Ice Realm, which I hate the Ice Realm. The Ice Realm is very annoying. It is also a realm that barely changes with skips. Like, it does not change with skips, which, by the way, the tracks that are the worst with skips, well, actually, no, I'll just say that when we actually get to those tracks. I would say the worst realm here is Metro and Cosmic, which Cosmic is the last realm we'll go through, and Cosmic is very annoying because of just how stupidly long it is. It's longer than Cliffside, that's all I'm saying. This Cliffside here, you know, it's kind of long. It goes on for maybe a bit too long, but it's fine. As you can see, we're like nowhere near the end. We still have a very long way to go. We've only just begun. Alright, now into Ice. Ice is quite challenging. Okay, why am I braking? I'm not even hitting the brake button, so I don't get why my car is braking. Sure. Come on. That part's hard. Usually I slow down, so I'm actually impressed that I managed to boost all the way through without dying. Alright, but now we have another annoying section, which is... ugh. It's so dumb. So you know those spikes from Cave Realm? Well, they're back with a vengeance, because the ones in Ice Realm fall at, like, the weirdest angle so that they cover way more of the track. I'm not hitting the stupid brake button. The stupid trigger is too sensitive. It's, like, on my lap, and it's accidentally hitting it. I mean, it doesn't really slow us down that much. It's not that big a deal, but... oh, okay. Still have our crown, as you can see, our crab crown. Oh, come on. I think that one fell, like, in us. Like, we drove through that one, apparently. Alright, Pipeline Realm. Pipeline Realm is the only realm that does not have any skips, as you'll see eventually, but... honestly, it's probably my favorite realm, just because driving through it is a lot of fun. Okay, that was weird. Again, that's another... man, I'm discovering so many things I never dealt with when I always speedrun the track, which is weird. Because this one does not change during a speedrun, it's just kind of the exact same. Well, there is one part that does change a bit. This door that will be coming up. Now, I know I love doors, you know, I'm the lover of doors, but this door, I don't like. This is not a good door. Yeah, we're not going to make it in time. Because it wastes so much time. Like, look at that. We could have just made it through, we would have been fine, but we were going to die. However, if you get the cycle right and don't die here, then the second door that's coming up will always be the perfect slot for you to go right in. We just gotta, you know, not die or slow down too much. Just don't do either of those things and we'll be all good. Because here, there's about to be a little bit more obstacles showing up here. As you can see, some of them are ramps, but most of them aren't, so you just gotta be careful in dodging them. Though, taking the ramp ones is definitely a lot of fun. Alright, and this door will be perfect for us. And we're back outside into the great open void. Corkscrew. Woo! Barrel roll. Oh shit. Probably should have done the barrel roll. Alright. So this trick I'm doing right now, we'll be using a lot more with the skips. I just decided to do it because it's fun, like, kind of fly through the middle. Alright, this next area has some obstacles, but I have a running joke with my friends who also speedrun this track, where if you die to these things, which I have never died to these things despite my, like, 200 runs, if you die to these things, you are just bad at the game and should delete distance forever, because how are you going to hit those? They're so easy to dodge. However, an area that is not easy to dodge the obstacles in is the Junk Realm that we're about to enter. Junk Realm is probably the hardest realm aside from, like, Metro. I mean, I've gotten better at Junk Realm over time, and I know the strat. So basically, these things will hit the outside, so you gotta basically just hug the inside of the track. Thing is, though, there's junk piles on the inside. So, yeah, you gotta have good control. We went a bit too fast. You gotta, like, periodically slow down so you don't just fucking barrel into... There you go. See, like, what I did there. And it does get a little bit closer to the inside towards the, like, the end of the checkpoint, so you gotta keep that in mind as well. It's challenging, I will admit. It does take a little bit of getting used to, and I still die a lot towards it. It's just that... Oh my god, we barely survived that one. Honestly, those first two obstacles are definitely the hardest ones. The other ones are a little bit more forgiving. You can kind of go more on the outside for these. Not that one, apparently, though. That was just bad timing for us. Okay, there you go. I know it says we're going the wrong way, but trust me, we're not. Oh, I can just slip through. Okay, cool. Okay, don't hit that. Alright, we're going through here a bit slow, but we haven't died too many times, which is definitely a positive. And we are nearing the end, so... Junk Realm is quite rough, I will admit. It takes practice. Junk Realm is definitely a practice-type realm, because, like, Metro Realm I'd still say is worse, just because of how RNG-based the cars can be. And you can get lucky on the later parts of the spike balls, where it doesn't kill you. And we got very lucky on that last part. But thankfully, we are just about to leave Junk Realm forever, so we don't have to worry about it. We just gotta avoid some last junk piles, and soon we shall be entering the Ruins Realm. Ruins Realm is honestly very annoying. There's a lot of sharp turns here, and there's also... You remember those stupid... Oh, shit, come on, dude. Oh, that's such a big time loss, too. Yeah, there's this random thing poking out of the ground, and I don't like it. Okay, don't get killed by it again. Okay, so a bit of a time loss, it's fine. But the real time loss comes from this fucking stupid drone. So if you remember the drones from Cave Realm, this one's just worse. It just is. Alright, there's also a saw over here, but it's really easy to dodge. And this drone is programmed to fall quite literally right, like, in front of the checkpoint, which is such a dick move, but thankfully we're just cool, so... I think, on it, like, that's an example of slowing down being very much the better option there. Because if you don't slow down, it's not gonna help you much. These drones are a little bit easier to dodge, though. I'm still probably gonna slow down just to be safe, because, I mean, I do lose a little bit of time, but it's still better than having to restart the checkpoint, which is so much worse of a time loss. Alright, and that's a very sharp turn that you definitely want to slow down for. This next turn is arguably a shorter turn, but thankfully you can just kind of jump over it. Now, some people might consider this a skip, but as you'll see from when we do our second run through the course with skips, you'll definitely see what I consider a skip and what I don't, because the things I consider skips are definitely a lot more substantial than skipping one turn. That's all I'm gonna say. But yes, we're about to enter the Cosmic Realm, which Cosmic Realm isn't the worst realm here. It's just not really fun. It's just too long. The portal's all the way over there, so we're making a lot of rings over Discount Saturn over there. And of course the spikes come back from Cave, because why not? And the road is also very slippery, and it's also really hard to see the spikes because they kind of blend into the ground, which is really annoying. So yeah, I have a lot of complaints. You couldn't tell since I spent that entire time complaining. But Yeah, no, I'm not really a fan of this realm. It's kind of annoying. It's a bit of a slog, all things considered. Like, look at that. That thing quite literally fell right in front of me. There is no way to dodge that. That's why I kind of wish... That's one issue I have with spikes. I wish they just fell immediately. I hate that they take a while to fall. Like, I think that's just a dumb design choice. Like, come on. Just let me see them. Then they'll be a little bit easier to judge, but... Cosmic Realm, no, not a fan of it. It also doesn't help that the road is oddly slippery, so we might die a few times. I'm hoping not to, because that was a major time loss both times. Gotta be careful here. I'm like squinting to see this stuff. Sorry if I'm a bit closer to the mic and I'm a bit louder than normal. And it doesn't help. Of course, the stupid screen has to shake too. Ugh, annoying obstacles to dodge. Again, this realm is fun, but it's also not perfect. There's a couple of annoying areas here. It's not even that difficult. Like, I could go slow, but that's boring. Because this realm is fucking long, so I don't want to go slow. So it's very hard to regain control. You gotta, like, kind of stay towards the middle because of how slippery the track can be. Alright, I swear, if there's another spike that randomly falls on me. And the spikes can sometimes fall in places they're not supposed to. Like, one time it fell, like, at a way later section of the track it's normally not supposed to. It's just luck sometimes. That's why I hate the RNG rocks. Worst obstacle in the entire track. We're doing okay. We gotta be careful not to fall off, though, because it is very easy to fall off, because, again, this track is weirdly slippery. Like, there is no... Like, that turn is straight up impossible to make. I could have not done anything unless I screeched to a halt, and even then I tried to, and it didn't work, so never mind. I couldn't have done that. That turn is just really stupid, depending on how you take it. And the grip boosters do not help you take that sharp turn, which is really annoying. Hopefully we don't die any more times, though. Because we are nearing the end, thankfully, because I hate this realm so much. It's just so boring, you know? And this is actually where a spike killed me one time. Not even supposed to fall, it just can, for some reason. Game hates you, I guess. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. That return sometimes just kills you. Come on, we're almost to the end. Almost there. Alright, this turn, as you can probably imagine, is also very tight, but... We have made it to the end of Cosmic, but we're not quite done yet, because there is one more thing to go. This is the Sphere. That's what this last area is called. And it's basically just a time to reflect on, you know, the journey so far. There's not any obstacles. It's just very, like, easy turns until you hit the end. So, yeah. I don't think this is my fastest skipless run. Definitely isn't. I think I've definitely died a lot less times. And Cosmic was very slow, but honestly not terrible. You know, for one of my first runs, you know, playing this... After not playing, like, mostly just playing skipless, you know, I would say it could have gone worse. Actually, you might get sub 23, which is not bad at all. I mean, it's definitely not anywhere near my good times, since all my skip times are good, but in terms of the friend group, I mean, it's pretty good. That 410 is... I don't count it as a legitimate run, and you'll see, because that's the third way to beat this level. So, I know it says the world record, but my actual best time is a 12:33. That's my actual best time without doing what that entails. In fact, we'll actually do that next. You see, the only way to get that fast of a time is to do what we like to call the realm skip. And the realm skip is very fucking stupid and dumb. And I know it says, like, on the leaderboards it says that's the way to do it, but we're not going to count that. Anyway, the first thing we're going to do, though, that I actually do in the skip run is the Accelodrome skip, which you may not think saves any time, but it does, since you can just get to the portal immediately when it opens, so it saves like 10 seconds. I discovered it as a joke, and then we ended up actually using it because it was quite useful. But you can't jump in right off the bat because, you know, you die, so it kind of doesn't help. What we're going to do right now is we're actually going to turn and go over this way. Because we can use this thing called... You can use the grip boosters to infifly when you have infinite boost. and you just kind of fly this way, this general direction. You just keep doing it. This trick will be used for a lot of the skips, but the realm skip, which my friends and I just collectively don't count as legitimate runs because it's just kind of lame. Because like using this for other skips is fun, but doing this for like this is just kind of stupid. Like, you're not even playing the track. I kind of wish they would patch this out because this is very dumb. But you just kind of fly in outer space, and eventually you'll hit something cool. But you want to make sure you stay very high up, because the sphere has a weird open thingy. I think that's it. I don't fully remember. I'm about to find out. Come on. Go into the black hole. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, I actually see where it is. I'm supposed to go. Because for like, there's barriers around all the levels except for the final area, which is kind of a major flaw. Like, I think I see it over there. Doesn't really go into the random distance until a little bit later, but could be it over there. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Stars kind of make it blend in with everything. I just know it's somewhere over here. Oh wait, is that it? Oh, I think I see it. There it is. Okay, well, with good trajectory, it might be high enough. I don't even know what our time is. We can't tell. Yeah, I'm trying to angle it down just so it's a little bit quicker. Angling down is obviously faster. It's just kind of all how physics work. And you might have noticed there's a separate portal. That just kind of leads to a credit sequence. That's all that is. That's just the credit sequence. We don't care about the credits. We care about winning. Up, and there we go. We've hit the skybox for this area. So we gotta be very careful not to go too close to the ground, or else we'll die a horrible, horrible death. Ooh, we are a little bit too high, actually. Alright, well, I think we'll make it, yeah. And bam, you can do it the super cheaty way. That's lame and not cool. Okay, somehow we died. That's somehow my fastest time through that. So, I mean, I guess that's my new fastest time. I'm not counting it as my actual fastest time, but I mean, as you can see, the leaderboard kind of does it. Actually, I'm gonna explain the cheat. So, as you can see, the leaderboard is mostly just using these cheat times, but this is actually a new version of the map. The original version of the map did not have the accelerodrome, but for some reason Distance doesn't update the leaderboards, which is pretty stupid, all things considered. Yeah, I don't know what I did, but the actual best time is, I think, like right above a 12-minute mark. It's by my friend Burble. Again, he has the world record as 12 minutes, but it's not shown because his actual best one was doing realm skip. But the closest thing we can do is lunar trees, which she did it like the legitimate way. So that is the time to beat, because my actual best time again is 12:33. So the skip run that we're about to do is how you should play the track, honestly. This is the true way to do the ultimate race, because doing the realm skip is stupid and not fun, and if you do it and you think you're cool, you're not. You're stupid. It also means the actual like realm skip world record is impossible to get because of the map update. So nice thing about accelerodrome skip is that it really doesn't matter how messy your landing is on it, because who cares? You still have to wait anyways, so it's more just you have a lot of time to do it. But you should do realm skip because it's quite useful. So I'm not really gonna. I'm gonna. If I like do my skips perfectly, I'll go for like world record, I guess. But I mean, I'm gonna reset before like I obviously kind of want to get into the realm in the first place, but yeah, I did the realm skip a little bit too early. So yeah, this trick of like boost flying is definitely going to be our best friend for most of these skips. But yeah, it opens up like a little bit after the 31-second mark, so you got to be kind of. It's all about greed. Don't want to be too greedy. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're also going to want to boost fly into Storm Realm, but you're just going to want to kind of do what I'm doing. Gotta be careful, because you don't want to go too low so that you miss the track entirely, but you also don't want to accidentally hit, you know, the lightning things. And honestly, I think this might actually be one of the best storm skips I've ever had. That was, like, super clean. Holy shit. Okay, well. I'm back with a vengeance, apparently. Alright, now we enter Swamp. Now, there is a type of swamp skip that I never actually performed. I do it mine in a very specific way. And this is the other element of a lot of these skips, is driving off the railing. This is how you do most of them, honestly, in combination with the boost flying technique. Alright, a little bit rough, a bit of a slow landing, but honestly, not a terrible swamp skip. Okay, now it's a terrible swamp skip. This is a terrible, oh my god, this is a terrible swamp skip. Alright, that's a massive time loss for sure. I mean, we could probably still salvage it. But yeah, quite the terrible swamp skip. We were making not very good time. That was very bumpy, but we still did perform it at the end. Cave is honestly not too different than its normal iteration. It's just that there's 3 smaller skips you can perform. The first one being over here. It's hard, though, to do because it doesn't really have a set location. You just kind of do it until you think it's kind of more like a risk-reward type thing with this skip. We didn't really do it that well either, which is the funny part. In fact, actually, I think that skip was so poorly executed, I think we actually missed skip 2. Because there's 3 skips, and I think we totally missed the second one. Oh, we 100% did. Yeah, we just totally... Okay, I don't even know what happened there. So yeah, this is definitely not going to be a world record time, I can guarantee that. But we are in time for 3rd skip. Cave Realm is the reason I struggle to get like a super duper good time 90% of the time. Like Cave Realm absolutely destroys most of my runs. But unfortunately we have to do the last section legit, and this section still screws me up even on the skip run because of the fucking drones RNG. Now we have pretty good RNG here, although I tend to slow down. Oh my god, never mind, I lied. Lava Realm doesn't really have a skip. You can boost fly across it, but honestly, it's really not that fast. Because the thing is, it could potentially shave a few seconds off, but it's also really easy to mess up. And even then, I'm not 100% sure. Like, we've still never really tested if it actually saves at any time. Because depending on how you take your turns here, it might be faster doing this. So honestly, I wouldn't even recommend it. Boost flying to the end of lava does not really save any time. Just take the corners really tight, and then you should be good doing it normally. Because the thing with boost flying is that it's a pretty slow takeoff. And you still have to kind of go diagonal in lava anyway. You can't just do a straight line. Because the reason boost flying works a lot of the time is because a lot of tracks, the realms tend to be straight lines. And lava is a little bit more curvy than normal, so... Plus, this realm was not even that long to begin with, so who cares? Alright. Yeah, we're not going to get world record or anything because we've already messed up twice. So, we might get a decent time, though. Maybe a personal best at most. Ooh, we almost got unlucky with that saw. And we didn't have the weird water glitch again, so that's always good, I guess. Alright, so now water skip is all about boost flying. Thank you, Wonky Collision. So, we just skip the entire thing. We don't play the game. Why would you play the game? That's stupid. Why would you play the game? Why would you do something that stupid? Yeah, you just completely skip the entire thing. See, like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of similar to the realm skip where you skip a lot of the map, but, like, at the same time, you're actually still playing it, and you have to do these cool, fun skips. That's why realm skip is super lame, and this is cool. Alright, so you don't want to... You gotta, like, there's a weird water zone over there that makes it so you slow down a lot, so you gotta kind of stay outside of it. And you do just kind of want to fly into the portal for Metro. There you go, perfect landing. Almost. Alright, for here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go immediately over the edge. That's step one. And this is actually a cool trick you can do if you don't want to do it the legitimate way. You can, like, hop back over and enter the goal that way so you can avoid the traffic part. But what you can also do, but who needs that when you can just do this? Why do that when you could skip the entire freaking track? Bam. Now, Cliffside, and that immediately leads into Cliffside, which also has an insane skip. This one I usually mess up a couple times before I get it right, because it is quite hard to tell what you're even doing. Ooh, yeah, we're very off, I think. Ooh, wait, no. That's pretty good. Honestly, the slowest part of this one is just turning around. It takes a while. There we go. Bam. Ice route. Let's go. This is actually a pretty good time. I think we definitely not going to beat Burble Burb's time of 12 minutes flat, but might be a new personal best, so let's hope. Let's just not fuck up too bad. And Ice Realm is a great place to fuck up terribly, so let's not fuck up terribly. There we go. We boosted through that entire area. That's a good time save, because I'm pretty sure I actually slowed down on my best time. But here, Ice Realm is once again another realm that's kind of unchanged from the skipless run. There is one area though that does have a bit of a change, and we're just about to come up to it. Because honestly, boost flying is a little bit slower than just playing the track normally. It's just that a lot of tracks have like turns and stuff, so like boost flying is not that much slower is the thing though. It's weird. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, so this area perfectly lets us skip basically the entire spike section. There's still a little bit of RNG involved. Ooh, God. Okay, well, we almost fucked that up. We didn't, but we almost did. So, yeah, you just kind of do this, and then bam, you skip the entire section, except this last part. But, so you could potentially get hit by a spike, but it's not very likely. And Pipeline, like I mentioned before, Neon Pipeline is the only realm that does not change whatsoever. You just play it normally. There's not really any skips here. You just kind of play it the way you normally would. There's not really much to add to this one, honestly. It's pretty basic. It's actually rather uninteresting, all things considered. You just kind of go through the tube. The tuba. And with the fast time I have, we actually do have to wait for the door, which does suck, but yeah, can't really help it. Because it does mean we have a perfect setup for the next door, so it's all good. So this is just kind of a repeat of what you saw last time. Like, most of the time spent in the skip run is just this track. Because of how fucking long it takes. I still like Pipeline, though. Mainly because it's the one I've played the most, since you actually have to do the entire thing. Because the other realms, like, there are some realms like Cave where you still kind of have to play the entire thing, but the thing is, Cave's a pretty short realm on its own, whereas Pipeline is one of the longer ones to begin with. And once again, there's no skips. Like, Cave has a few skips, but yeah, no, this one you can kind of just do whatever the fuck you want. Alright, come on, doors. Open, 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 open. Thank you. Okay, a little bit of a rough landing, but it's fine. Alright. Oh no, they're so hard to avoid. Whatever shall we do? Oh god. The horror. Alright, just make sure you're facing the right way when you go out the portal. Alright, junk skip. Junk skip used to be a skip that gave me a lot of trouble, but I've definitely gotten a hell of a lot better with it over time. Famous last words, right? Alright, so what you're going to want to do is do the classic over-the-edge thing, and you're just going to want to kind of fly over here. That's it. That is the entire skip. You just kind of fly through the middle of junk. And then you attain victory. That's how it goes. And honestly, this is one of the best junk skips I've ever had, so... There you go, perfect landing. Then you just play the end of junk like you normally would. You can fly over the hill, but I'm pretty sure there's actually a death zone barrier over there, so I wouldn't recommend it. Besides, this isn't even that, like, this is like, I don't even think, I think it's debatable which is slower, all things considered. Okay, Ruins is something that's very easy to fuck up. But yeah, this is Ruins skip. Again, you just kind of skip the entire thing, because this is obviously way faster than taking the turns legitimately, so, yeah. The drones still spawn, unfortunately, no matter how high up you go, so you still gotta deal with them. And no, they will still be fucking annoying, so you gotta be very careful to avoid them. Well, not really avoid them, there's just one drone at the end that you can't really avoid. That sucks, and I hate it a lot. And you do want to land eventually, but you want to make sure you land basically into a checkpoint, because the drones are devastating on this track, which is terrible, so... Yeah, I hate Ruins a lot because of that. I hate Ruins just because of the drones being fucking annoying. So, so right over there where that checkpoint is actually a very good place to land. So I'm actually gonna try to land a little bit over here, but also not dying to the drone. There we go. We have landed. And we have one more skip to perform. Cosmic. And there we go, we have hit the end. Unfortunately, that's not really a great time. Our time losses in Cave, I think. Cave and Swamp, those two time losses definitely cost us a lot of time. So honestly, this was not that great of a run. I mean, it was better than some of my other runs. I definitely did some skips really good. It's just that missing the one skip in Cave lost us like 10 seconds. And then the Swamp skip probably cost us like 20 seconds. So... not a very good time. Honestly, it might be worse than I even think, because I don't think we're even going to get sub 14, which is quite terrible, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. Actually, no, okay, wait, I was close to the end, and I thought, yeah, we'll get sub 13, but, not very impressive time. Definitely could use some work. Like, sub 13 is still good, just, like, it's not good anymore. Like, it's not impressive. It's like, actually, it's horrible time. Here's my top times. Don't count the top 3. Again, the top 3 don't count because they suck. But, yeah, I mean, I've had worse times, definitely. 13 flat. Trial 57, I mean, it's still one of my better times, for sure, but, you know, nothing too impressive. Still better than the first time I had, which I think was like 50 minutes when we first played this course. It was pretty bad. What that last person has is closer to how we played the game the first time. But you can see we definitely shaved it off a bit, especially with Realm Skip. You can just turn an hour-long realm into 3 minutes. And I'm 14th in the world with the shitty time, but with the non-shitty time, which might as well just use the mouse because of how annoying it is. The time that's legit, the highest time that was legit originally before we started, I think was... I don't even remember who it was. I think it was, the original top person was, I think, Monarch, which... Monarch was the top person who had the best time out of any... That or Dashy. It might have been one of those two, but one of them had the best time without the old version of the map and without the realm skip. But then all three of us actually beat it, and so the actual top time would be a little bit more like right after Lunar Trees. This would be where Burble Burbs would be. Is right here. That would be top time. So My friend Bowler actually does hold the world record at 12 minutes. Obviously, realm skip, so it doesn't show, but yeah. So, yeah, that's basically it for the ultimate race. It is quite the experience. It is very daunting and intimidating, but incredibly fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.